Hello there, pretty. Right, so unfortunately, as I'm going through this, I'm opening it, and, well, let's put some backstory behind it first. So, I wanted a Nerf gun. This looked pretty cool. It was, oh, I can't see it there, but it was spring-powered, automatic with a shield. The shield's quite interesting, but I also found the automatic spring because I know my Strife isn't, wherever that may be. So I was like, wonder what it'd be like to mess around with one of these guys. What would it be like? Well, this is an older gun. I was interested, but it didn't work after I bought it on eBay. Surprise, surprise, I checked the batteries, I replaced the batteries, they were all fine. So now, I'm opening it, and I see a wire which prevents me from opening it. So already we've got to cut stuff when we don't even know what's here. So, I guess snip, snip. Oh, and for those saying I'm not cutting it very well, I don't know how to cut a wire, although I do know how to replace it. And I do not have a wire cutter, which would make it a whole lot easier, but... Oh, whoops. Ooh. We are in. Now, I'm gonna figure out what all this does. And I'll get back to you in a moment. Okay, I don't know if this is part of Nerf or not, but I found packaging tape covering up that. Odd. Anyway, as I look through this, all the red wires seem to have to deal with making sure it is okay to fire. So it's got the magazine in, and it's got the jam tray closed. The brown wires I have yet to get to. However, I can see how this works. This will pull back after being pushed by this white thing right here, which only spins when the red wires are all connected through that. And also the brown wires probably just for the other side of the power. So my question is, what will I have to replace? Are these things going to be a problem where they burn out and that's what I need to take care of? Actually, what are these? I'll be right back. Alright, so we took that out, and then we took that out, and now we're left with this. Now, what I think the problem is, either the motors burn out, although I don't think that's the most logical one, or one of these wires is did wrong, or these grooves right here aren't aligning with the grooves within there. There's some grooves deep underneath there, and they don't look like they're lining. I don't know how they're supposed to align because they're just too far apart. So I'm gonna look at that and see if I can find any more issues. I have found a strange anomaly. So right there, you can see there's gears, right? Well, you see, if you come over here, you'll find this is where the motor's supposed to be, right in there. And there's a motor. Now, if you spin that, that doesn't spin. However, if you spin this, that spins. Here, let me show you. So, I'm going to spin it. Is it spinning? Hold up. Is it spinning? Hold up. It is spinning. Okay, so it's just very light. Very... what's the word? I don't know. However, I did also find out And this is covered in a lubricant, and it is odd because it just stops. Look at that. The gears just stop. I don't understand why. And so, I have two theories. Either A, this was defected from the start, or B, the gear somehow melted, and that's the new lubricant. Or maybe this motor's just not strong enough to push this around. And so it's just spinning tiniest bit. I mean, it could be a bad motor. I feel some friction when I rotate that. That should mean it's good. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna put the motor in. And actually, this wasn't like that before, it was smooth. So now I'm wondering if I just leave it like that, it'll start working. Hold up. Right there. So I'm gonna put it all back together, and we'll see what happens. Alright. Which wire went where? Guessing game. Okay, you with you, you with you. Alright, so I did a recording but didn't actually do it. So I was like talking. Oh well, but so technically I did it twice. So what I did was I tested it off camera. I was like, oh, it works. And so came back and then I did it quote unquote on camera. And then I was like, oh my gosh, it works. And so now I'm just gonna hold it true and wait, what? Oh, there we go. It works. Look at that, look at that. I figured it out. So now I'm just gonna take the battery cartridge out and then I'm gonna put everything back in and then we'll start her up. All right, here we are with our unmodded Strife. Look at her. Actually, hold on. I'll get this out. There we go. This is our aligner, the foosball table, great aligner. So, we are firing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. So, that wasn't bad. Unmodded Strife, you're not expecting the best results, but you're expecting decent. We've got a dart there, dart there, dart there, dart there, dart there, and dart there. And I'm estimating that's probably around 15, 20 feet. Now let's see how the stampede does. Our fixed stampede that we have yet to mod though, but I did fix it, so let's see if that brings the results better from not firing at all. Firing in 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. That was gorgeous. I love that. Ah, sounds good. Sounds amazing. I'm pretty sure all of them made it further than those two right there. Yep. So we've got 2 here. 1 right there. And then they all are right over here. And we fired 18 total. So let's count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and uh-oh. We're missing our icon darts. No. And they're the same as elite darts. Who needs them? Anyway, thank you for watching. And that was how I fixed my Stampede.